my huge dinner prep video. In today's video, I'm actually gonna list up here all the things I end up making, but I have plans to fill my freezer full of pre-made dinners, lasagnas, pastas, chicken curry dishes, pre-made stir fries. So when it comes to busyness in your life, it is there and easy, and you've got no excuse to buy takeaway. It's semi-healthy and it's convenient for you. I am not a professional cook. I'm not using organic products. I'm not going to tell you the price points of things because it varies depending on where you live, and I think that can really confuse people thinking they can make a meal for a certain amount of money. Where I live, maybe I pay more for something, or maybe where you live, you pay more for something. I'm not going to waste time. I am going to start the cook. Okay, so the first thing I'm actually going to put on is a slow cooked roast beef. It takes the longest and I want to get them to cook. And can I just say, there's a massive storm coming, so everything just went really dark in my house. So if you hear rumbling, that's what it is. All I'm going to do with this is open it up, take all the string off, put it in my cast iron pot, salt, pepper, oil, and let it slowly cook for the next 6 hours. Once this is cooked, I'm gonna pull it apart and shred it, put it into some bags in the freezer, and that can become meat for wraps. I can use that with a stir fry. We can use it in our homemade sushi. I can heat it up and put it in like a stuffed baked sweet potato dish full of yumminess on top. Really handy. So that's my first get it on, because it takes the longest to cook.
Everybody's been saying that you're up to no good. Everyone has been telling me that you got me hooked. You're playing it big time. You're feeding me lies. Everyone.
My little, God, it is bucketing down. My little olive bottle is empty, so I'll come straight from this here, and then I'll be a good girl and I'll fill the olive container up. I find it so much easier pouring from this than this big jug here, but as you guys know, I love to be more cost effective, and buying this in bulk is a lot cheaper. So this is how I do it. My God, it's all happening. I've got next door neighbors renovating, a massive storm coming, and I'm trying to cook. Now, that's almost empty. I need to add that to my grocery list of things that when it is roll in. When it does go on sale, I need to buy another large bottle. Alright, but most importantly, that is done very slow for as long as I can. Alright, if you can hear me. The next dish I want to cook is some spaghetti bolognese mince, but I'm going to do like a massive batch because I want to make some homemade lasagna. So I need to get my mince. I actually grabbed this. Oh my goodness. Can you hear it? I grabbed this from Coles. It's Table and Foods mince. I think Aldi sell this. I don't know. It was a really good price point, $11 for $11 a kilo. So it cost me $16 for 1.5 kilos, which is pretty good because mince is expensive. So I'm gonna chuck that in. I'm gonna grate up some carrots. I'm gonna put in onion. I'm gonna put in, holy heck, a bucket load of zucchini, sauces, and we'll get it going. You'll see it. I'm just gonna play it because it is so noisy. I don't know if you can hear me.
So I'm happy I got freed. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. Should've known by your rap sheet that you weren't nice, but now I am telling you I'm going to smile.
That did not go to plan. I had to separate into 2 pots because she was getting full. So I ended up putting 3 kilos of mince into here, and then the other bit of the packets, I bought 2 packets of that mince at a 1.5 kilos each. I'm actually going to make a kilo's worth of taco mince. I don't buy the kits. I buy the seasoning separately. I buy the taco shells separately, and then I do the condiments that go with it and that sort of thing there. So that this pot here is starting to overflow. You would have seen all the ingredients that I have put into the pot, and we also add in tinned tomatoes. I don't have any frozen tomatoes. I do save my tomatoes when they start to go off. We freeze them and then I use them in dishes like, oops, I should not have worn a white shirt. Maybe I should change. Put them into dishes like this here. So I'm not having any food waste. But, you know, please tell me that you have had tomatoes go off in your house. And if not, take my hat off to you. Because my tomatoes, there's always one. There's always one I forget. One that gets a little bit too sad too quickly for me. And I don't like wasting it, so I freeze it. So once this is cooked down, I'm gonna make and portion up into spag bowl and lasagna. What I'm gonna do now is let all of that slowly simmer. The meat up the back, should we have a look? The meat up the back is slowly doing its thing. It's gonna be hours, just let it slowly simmer away. Have I made a big old mess on my cooktop? Absolutely, but that's okay. What we're gonna do now is let that slowly simmer and reduce down. I do have another tin of tomatoes that I'm probably going to put into this one here. We like it quite acidic, full of veg and flavour. We are going to turn around now though and make a chicken stir fry, uncooked. We're going to uncook it, keep it uncooked. Okay, chicken breast. I have got a packet here. Don't mind the bread knife. My knife needs sharpening, and I think I've been saying my knives need sharpening for a year, so that they're getting really blunt, and bread knife seems to be working for me at the moment, so I'm rolling with it. I've got some chicken breast here. I am going to cut up 2 of the breasts, those 2 there, and I'm going to make, gee, there's a lot of tenders. Let's pull them out. I'm going to make a stir fry uncooked with that. These 2 here I am going to poach to make shredded chicken. Do I do the poaching first? I think we will. I find when I do big cooks like this, it's all about efficiency. So I'm going to be making homemade pizza. I want shredded chicken in my freezer, so I've got food prep there. That will take longer to cook, cool and shred than it will to do this one here. So if I get that on first, I'm saving time. I've got 3 dishes, almost 4 on cooking, 5th happening. When a pot's free, I've got my 6th one happening, and I've still got more meals to come. So be smart about how you do it. It's literally water and the chicken breast on a low temperature for, well, until they're cooked through. For me, it'd be about 15-20 minutes until they're cooked through. Cool it down and we'll shred. Okay, so we're making a stir fry. I've got my chicken. I've got one of these pouches. If you guys saw my freezer video, the cat's finally made his way up. Off you go. If you saw my freezer video, you would have seen I've been saying to use these pouches here instead of like the reusable plastic bags you get from like Coles and Woolies and Aldi's. Because I find when I freeze in them, the bag is actually splitting, and I freeze all sorts of things right down to like the kids' apple juice. So when I defrost it, the bag is just leaking on me, and it's not very convenient. So these ones here are actually like, they've got a good base on them, so you can stand them and put stuff into them. I haven't put uncooked meat or cooked meat into it, so this is a first for me. What we're going to be making with this dish here is a chicken stir fry. So I'm going to cut up all my chicken into like strips. I'm going to add in a honey, soy, garlic marinade, and I'll show you how I do that. And it's going to go straight into the freezer, so when I'm ready to pull out a meal, cook some noodles or rice, this is a really good option for me.
Ever would have believed them, no reason. Sometimes the truth is hard to see, but now the never seemed to be over. I saw her, so I'm happy I got freed.
Okay, so into here, this is the marinade. Pretty simple. I put in some garlic. Fresh is good. I'm using jar. Ginger. Some soy sauce. I don't put a lot in because my husband does not love the saltiness. I know you can get low sodium soy sauce, but I just don't put as much in. And honey. That's the basis of the sauce. Feeling a bit fancy, so I'm putting in some sesame seeds. And I'm going to put in some spring onion. This is spring onion just from my garden. I'm just gonna cut it up. You don't have to put the sesame seeds in or the spring onion, and if you want to put it in, you can put it in when you're serving it, but this way I can literally take this out, chuck it on the pan, fry it up, and serve it with some rice, a piece of corn on the side, and it's done. Less to worry about, and it freezes fine. Sesame seeds and shallots or spring onions like this freeze absolutely fine. Okay, I'll just give it a little mix around. And that is gonna go into the freezer like that. I'm not gonna cook it up. Okay, while we wait for the food to cook, the poached chicken's almost done. I thought I would do the garlic bread. So what I plan to do with this, I haven't done this before with this bread, so I don't know how well it's gonna go. So when I do end up eating it, I'll try and remember to either film it or at least do like an Instagram story to share it with you guys. So ideally I'm making almost like 2 French sticks out of it. And we'll turn it into garlic bread and freeze it so it's prepped, ready to go. I'm gonna wrap this in foil because that is how I would bake it so it doesn't burn on the top because it is frozen. So I will wrap these in foil. I'm just gonna use butter, garlic, and I've got Italian herbs, and that'll be my garlic bread done.
Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star, and in a week or two.
Don't judge how messy it is over here. I'm trying to reduce the mince down. It's just too liquidy. So she's just gonna have to cook herself out for a little bit. This is the other kilo of mince here though, and I'm gonna do up some taco mince. I don't know if I'm silly buying that much mince that I've never tried before with the assumption it actually is gonna taste quite nice. So I'm just gonna cook that off and put in some taco mince seasoning. Did I say mince? I meant seasoning. This is the taco seasoning I bought ages ago from Costco's. I just buy whatever I got in cans. So I'm just going to cook the mince out and then put the seasoning in, and then probably bag this up into 2 portions because it's a kilo. We use 500 grams every time we do tacos, and that gives me 2 dinners for our family of 4.
Remember who you are. Man down. He ran out of luck and now
the next thing I'm going to do is make some homemade pizzas to freeze. I've made these before, they work quite well. These are the bread bases I like to use. That's the brand. It's the white pita bases I use with them, and they come in a pack of 5, I think, pack of 5. And then what I do is I just get like a paper plate. We're going to make an actual pizza on the plate, wrap it in foil, and then we're just going to stack them in the freezer. I'm going to make all 5 up because why not? I don't know if I have enough foil. I'm getting low, so I'll see how I go. Some of them might get wrapped in some baking paper, but we'll just go with it. I've pre-cut a bunch of veggies and we're just gonna start making it. I've got ham, I've got salami, and the poached chicken that I made up before, I've just shredded in my KitchenAid. Whatever I don't use in here, I'll put into a small freezy bag, put into the freezer, and I can use that for like a shredded chicken salad sandwich, or for doing a dish one night. I might make like fajitas, chicken fajitas or something like that.
Ain't no looking back, I'm on the right track. Here she goes. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star, and in a week or 2 I won't remember who you are. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star,
So with the leftover shredded chicken, I'm just going to put into a bag and freeze. This will be enough to have chicken enchiladas, burrito bowls. If I pull it out, we can do like chicken wraps for a few days. So this was just 2 chicken breasts. I made a full chicken pizza, and there's all that left over. So next, we're gonna make a lasagna. I'm gonna make a bechamel sauce. I've got the mince over here from cooking earlier on, and I've just bought some San Remo lasagna sheets. We're not going to cook this, we're just going to prep it all, and then when we need to cook it, I'll take it out the freezer and the pasta will cook while it's in the freezer. I'm actually going to put it into this dish here, which is a glass dish. It comes with a lid and I got it from IKEA. I actually find it works really well. But I'll make some bechamel sauce now. I melt some butter, I add in a little bit of flour, and then I get it to cook with milk, add some cheese, salt and pepper, bechamel sauce.
It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now.
Okay, next I'm gonna do a chicken, a whole chicken, and I'm gonna marinate it to go into the freezer. I'm actually going to butterfly it though. I've never butterflied a chicken before, so let's see what happens. I'm off to a great start already. I can't find my cooking scissors. So let's just see how well these ones cut. Maybe I won't be doing up a butterflying it. Let's get all the packaging off. So when you look inside the chicken, you'll find that it's got the spine. That's the part you kind of want to cut out. I don't know if these scissors are going to be strong enough to cut through it, or maybe not.
Get my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold.
It would definitely be a lot easier with scissors. But there you go, that's the whole spine taken out. I'm assuming I don't have to warn you because I've been playing with meat for the most part of the cooking. I need to cut out the breastbone, which is this section in here. Definitely easier using scissors.
Don't feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in.
Alright, don't judge me on it. It's a little bit rough, but that is my butterflied chicken. I'm going to do up an Italian marinade, and we're gonna let that marinade in the freezer. This is that larger Cinchi bag. I think these are the extra large ones they sell. I purchased those a little while ago. I'm actually gonna put the chicken in there, but butterflied down, if that makes sense. Shimmy that in. this is the marinade I'm gonna put together. I don't measure things. I'm really sorry if you want actual measurements. I kind of just wing it. So I've got some olive oil to put in. I'm going to put in lemon juice. Probably a bit more if I had any. Apple cider vinegar. I'm going to put in some fresh basil. If I had parsley, I'd actually put parsley in too. This is just dried Italian seasoning, herbs. They can go in. Some minced garlic. If I had time or the energy to do like fresh garlic, I probably would with this one here because I think it would barbecue really nicely on the barbecue. Put my bag together. Make sure it's sealed. And that is an Italian butterfly chicken. When I'm ready, take it out the freezer, put it on the barbecue. It'll cook really quick because it's nice and flat, and it'll just be a nice tender piece of chicken to have with like a salad and some baked potatoes on the side. Right, and my last dish, because believe it or not, I have been cooking for almost 6 hours. There is more I want to do, but I have actually run out of room in my freezer. So I might not upload this video just yet. I might wait a few more days and cook that up and share it with you so it becomes all one dinner ideas. But this is the pork, the slow roast pork that I put on first thing this morning. Salt and pepper, bit of olive oil, and it's pretty much just peeling off in bits and has falling away from itself quite nicely. I'm going to bag this up into 2 different sections because it is a large piece of meat, and freeze it.
Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Stars, I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes.
Okay, next I want to make some chicken curries. I've got this one here, which is a honey mustard chicken tonight dish. I buy these when they're on sale because they work out to be a really good price point. And some sweet and sour chicken. Now, I've shared this before. I bulk these up, and what I do is I literally look at the packaging, and this one's got carrots and onion. So I add extra carrots and onion just to stretch the sauce out further. And then with the sweet and sour one, this has got some capsicum in it, some onions. So I'm going to add in some capsicum and some onions. Cut up some chicken. I've got chicken breast here. I've got a kilo of chicken, so 500 grams each. Into a pot, put it onto a low simmer. It cooks, packages it up, and I reckon that's going to give me 4 to 6 dinners.
Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.
Here you are, face to face in this trashy bar. Another glass and I am going places. Makes me laugh about the irony of everything. I like the way you're thinking. I don't really care about the music on the dance